Namaskaram, good morning. Myself Neeraj Podar, and today I am going to teach you chapter measurements. Let's start. Here you can see there is a tree. When I am saying I have seen a tree, it means A, the word denotes the number, means 1, and tree itself a noun. When we are saying tree, we are getting an image of a tree. Let's see the next example. You can see a glass is there which is having milk. A glass of milk. A means again it is 1, and glass which is having milk. So when we are saying that milk I have seen, you will get an image about the milk. Let's see the next example. A bag, rice bag is there. So one rice bag means 1 again is the number, and rice bag means a bag which is having rice. Let's take this another example by using the previous one, a glass of milk. The milk is an object which is kept in the glass, and if you want to define how much it is, so we can have two different ways. The first one is liter and second is the gram. Let me write the liter on the left hand side, and you can see the gram I am writing on the another side. Let's start using the quantity by expressing it in the terms of gram. So when I used to weigh it, and I found that it is about 500 grams. So 500 gram means 1 gram is 500 times. Now 500 basically a number. Now 1 gram is a unit here. Another one is, suppose I am measuring the milk amount in the terms of ml, and it is coming approximately 5000 ml. So I will write that 1 ml was there 5000 times. Again the 5000 is a number, and ml gives information about that object was in the liquid state. Next example, the rice one. You will find, suppose I am weighing and I am finding it is about 5 kg. So I will write that 1 kg 5 times it is. And suppose the number of the particles are countable, and when I am counting it, it is coming about 1 lakh particles. So 1 lakh particle means 1 particle was there, 1 particle of the rice, and how many times? 1 lakh time it was. So these are the basic ideas to give the information about the object. But in all the examples you will find two basic things were there. The one, the number, and another one was a word which was giving an information. Like here 5 kg I have written. 5 is a number, and kg gives the information that how massive the object was. Like if I am writing the 5 liter, so 5 is a number, and liter gives information that the object was in a liquid state. So this is the means of the physical quantities. Now we are having 7 fundamental units basically. Now the question is, what do you mean by the physical quantities? Actually, whatever we are seeing, with our naked eyes. So like the tree, I have used one example. I have seen a tree. So how I came to know that there is a tree? Because it was appearing like a tree. So actually my eyes, which are the basic physical organs, they give me the information about the tree. When we are telling that this sound is very louder, or I heard you, so it means our ears we are using. When I'm saying, or we are saying that it is too hot, it's too cold, so basically our skins are giving information. So skins are also our physical organs. So any information which are given by our physical organs are called as physical quantities. Physical word is from for that reason only. Quantities, if it is 1, we will write 1, and if it is more than 1, so we will use the numbers. So it gives information that how many are there, how many times are there. That's why we are using a word physical quantity. Let's talk about the fundamental or basic units. A fundamental or basic unit is that which is independent of any other unit, or which can neither be changed or nor be related to any other fundamental unit. Example, the units of mass. Suppose 5 kg of potatoes are there, and kg is the unit. Can I change this word kg in any other way? Can I say that instead of 5 kg of potato, 5 hours of potatoes are there? No, it will be inappropriate. It means where the units cannot be changed in any other means, these are called as fundamental units. Let's see, the next one is derived units. Derived units are those which depend on the fundamental units, or which can be expressed in the terms of fundamental units. Let's see the example. For the measurement of area, we need to express length and breadth in the unit. Or when we are expressing the volume, we are using a word length into breadth into height. So what is breadth? What is height? Actually these are also the length, but in 3 different dimensions they are existing. That's why they are having the 3 different words. But basically when we are measuring the breadth, we need to use the same scale which we have used for measuring the length. Similarly, for measuring the height, we will use a scale which we have used for the breadth also and for the length also. So basically breadth, height, these all are the length, and length is the fundamental unit. It means the volume is a derived unit which is depending on the fundamental units. Now a system of units are there because three different standards are there. Standard means because when we have to measure the minute small things, we need to use the smaller units. When the quantities and the objects are bigger, we will use the bigger one. Like for purchasing mint, we will use gram. For purchasing gold, we will use gram or milligram. But when we are purchasing coal, so we will use metric ton. So two different units are there. One is for the smaller and the second one was for the bigger one. So these are called as the system of unit. The first one is the CGS or the French system. Sorry. So second is called the French system. In this system, the unit of the length is centimeter and mass is gram and time is second. The next one is FPS, British system. In nowadays, it is out of order. We are not using. It is just for the information. FPS, where the length is going to be measured in the terms of foot, mass in the terms of pound, and of time is second. The third one is MK system or metric system. In this system, the unit of length is meter, of mass is kilogram, and of time is second. The above mentioned systems are now no longer in use and are only of the historical importance. Now we use the SI system of units, which is enlarged and modified version of the metric system. So 7 fundamentals, again you can see that is on your screen: length, mass, time, temperature, luminous intensity, electric current, and amount of substance or number of the matter also we can say. Their unit you can see: for length we are using meter, for mass we are using kilogram, for time we are using second, for temperature Kelvin, luminous intensity candela, and electric current ampere, and the last amount of substance, that is the mole. Now their symbol is also written. These are the SI units basically. These are the SI units only. We are using prefix also of a unit, like for expressing larger amount. We use deca, hecto, kilo also as a prefix with the units. Some symbols are there. You can see on your screen: deca, hecto, kilo, mega, giga, tera, peta, exa, zeta, yoga. These are also, many are the alphabets from the Greek alphabet only, but their value in the terms of 10 and its magnitude, it is given. 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the power 6, that is important. 10 to the power 3, you just remember that is kilo, but 6 is mega, and then directly tera you can use. Okay, now some prefix used for the small measurements also: deci, centi, milli, macro, nano, pico, then auto, zipto. These are not important, but pico, that is very good, 10 to the power minus 12. Nano, widely we are using, that is 10 to the power minus 9. Now let's see one example. Suppose 2.5 gigahertz is written. So it means 2.5 into 10 to the power 9 hertz we will write. So these are example. When we will solve the numericals, we will have all these things, and that time I will explain it. Now next topic is unit of length. SI unit of length. Okay, definition is given, but I'm just going to explain that what it is. Meter was originally defined in 1889 as the distance between the two marks drawn on a platinum iridium, an alloy of 90% of the platinum and 10% of iridium rod kept at 0 degree centigrade in the International Bureau of the Weight and Measure at the Sèvres near the Paris. So that distance, why they have used that alloy? Because that alloy is neither going to expand nor going to contrast or to contract when the temperature is going to change. So that's why that alloy we have used. Like, have you remember in the pendulum we were using the Invar? Invar also, it was a alloy, and that steel and that nickel was there. So similarly, this specific type of the alloy we are using here. Now subunits of meter. The subunits means the smaller one. Like, have you noticed that engineer, sub-engineer? So sub means the smaller. So centimeter, 1 centimeter we know. This how much it is. You are having one geometrical scale, and that is about 15 centimeter. Approx this much height you will find. So that is about the 15 centimeter. 1 centimeter can be written as 10 to the power minus 2. Why? because actually 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So when you will displace this 100, so it will go on the denominator side and you will have 1 upon 100, which can be written as 10 to the power minus 2. This is very important, because when we are saying 1 meter is equal to how many centimeters, very easy to answer, sir, 100 centimeter. But when we are just making it reciprocal, opposite, and asking 1 centimeter, you need to define the terms of meter, then it becomes a little bit tough. So you just remember it. The next one is millimeter. So you just remember, in 1 meter, 1000 mm are there, or 1000 millimeters are there. Now reverse it. How many meters are there in mm? 1 mm. So you will write in 1 mm, 10 to the power minus 3 meters are there. Similarly, the last one is micron or micrometer, 10 to the power minus 6. The symbol you can see, it's just similar to the U, okay, and its pronunciation is micro. So 1 micron or 1 micrometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Clear? So the last one is the nanometer. Recently I said nano is also very important, 10 to the power minus 9 meter. So these 4 you must remember, that is only very important from the subunits. Let's talk about the multiple units of